Welcome to LC Screen Talk. My name is Larry, and this is my review of Chappaquiddick. A real-life political drama involving the Kennedys. Imagine that. I was instantly intrigued by the trailers and, of course, this very controversial, historic, political event involving Ted Kennedy. And I did think the trailers looked very good. It had a nice, solid cast. So, of course, opening weekend, I needed to make sure I saw it. And I think it was a very good film. So let's go ahead and talk about the positives first. What I love about Chappaquiddick is that it pretty much holds no punches back. It is full throttle, it is open, it takes the issues of the cases and presents them out. It does not sugarcoat in favor of the Kennedy name and Ted Kennedy himself, which I think is great for a beloved senator. Granted, one that's far past his time, and this is not a current situation. This is not somebody currently going up into office or anything, but it was a very refreshing thing to see, especially when it comes to a beloved name like the Kennedys. To see something that doesn't necessarily damn them or judge them super harsh, but definitely does not try to protect that name in any way. And actually, I think Ted Kennedy did come off looking kind of bad. Kind of bad, but also still sympathetic. And I think that has to do with his upbringing. They made sure to include the drama with his father and the expectation there and the pressure there. And, I mean, the fact that this family did just go through something pretty traumatic. All of that factored into understanding the character himself and understanding some of the choices he made. But at the end of the day, it lays out the facts of all of the discrepancies and all of the ridiculous things that happened to cover up what Ted Kennedy was responsible for. And then it went on to condemn our system, our legal system, our political system, all of the above. And it's an unfortunate truth that we've seen done before, but one that, until it's fixed, we need to keep being reminded of. The fact that our legal system does not stop with the law. It's not all about what is right and what is wrong, what is legal, what is illegal. There's a whole lot of politics that come into play. A whole lot of money, a whole lot of favors, all of the bunch. All of the scandal, and unfortunately, we've seen it play to fruition time and time again. But this is just an interesting, really intriguing story brought to life here, and one that happened so long ago that I don't know that a lot of people necessarily know about it in this day and age. So it's not something we really teach about in the history books. It's not a big topic of conversation since Ted Kennedy never actually even became one of the final two presidential candidates. So it's not really a big topic, although it is a big historic situation that took place. So it's really an intriguing story, and I think they unfold it very well. There are some great performances here, in particular from Jason Clarke as Ted Kennedy. I thought he was fantastic. Ed Helms, I was very iffy on, but I thought he did well. I don't think he was great, but definitely a better dramatic actor in this scenario than I was anticipating. Kate Mara had a pretty small role here, but she was very good in the role she did have. So across the board, everybody was just authentic and believable. When it comes to negatives in Chappaquiddick, my big negative actually are artistic choices that were made. There were some really strange framing devices that felt artsy for the sake of, this is a historic biopic, we need to add some art cred to it. They didn't really add to the cinematic experience, and I also do think part of that is that the cinematography wasn't really that great. It didn't look overly polished, it didn't look overly beautiful. It felt actually a little bit low quality when it came to the actual film itself. So it just didn't have that standard of really prestige filmmaking. It was definitely a step down there, and actually at points, distractingly a step down. And when it comes to telling a historic, biopic, a political, drama, thriller, it's pretty formulaic. It goes by the standards of what you would expect here. There's no big shockers, other than the fact that it was pretty blunt. Its format, its way of storytelling is all very standard for this type of film, and the pacing suffered just a bit from the familiarity. But overall, I don't really have many negatives for this film, because I just think it was a very interesting, a very intriguing film. It kept my attention pretty much the entire time. That is solid across the board. It's not one that I'm going to find myself like ranting and raving about. It's not going to be pushing to be on my best movies of the year list, I can't imagine. But it's definitely one that, if you're into history, if you're into politics, then I say this is worth a matinee. It'd be a great Saturday matinee film to go see. Just a good, solid movie. So, that is my review of Chappaquiddick. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, go ahead, click like down below, and subscribe to the channel so you are always up to date on our latest videos. Also, join in on the discussion. Are you excited to see Chappaquiddick, or have you already seen it? If you have, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below, or you can hit me up on Twitter. I love you all so much for your support. Mwah! Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!